Hello and welcome to another review. My name is Daniel Gibson and today we're reviewing something all new. It is Cinderella, the Disney's newest live action movie coming out. And today, since this is kind of a little bit on the lines of a younger movie at all, all together, I decided we better bring in some younger hosts. And so, without further ado, I have my two sister and brother-in-law, Silas and Naomi. They're here to help me review. There they are. And, we're going to go ahead and give you a quick review on Cinderella. Cinderella follows, I'm just going to give a quick synopsis and we'll get into all of our opinions here. Cinderella follows, obviously, Cinderella, as she is basically caused to live with her evil stepmother and two evil sisters after her father and mother both pass away, at different times, obviously. But she lives with them and they turn her into their servant, their slave, and so she has to work so hard and do all these things, and they treat her really bad. And so then all of a sudden there's the opportunity to go to the ball and meet the prince, and the prince is going to choose his bride. And so Cinderella wants to go, but her sisters and her mother, when they find out she's getting ready to go, think she'll overshadow them, and so they rip her dress and cause her so she can't go to the ball. While she's crying, her fairy godmother comes and rescues her, gives her a way to go, makes her beautiful and all these things, and she goes on her way to the ball to meet the prince. She meets the prince, but something happens. She drops her shoe as she runs away, and the rest you'll have to see to find out the story, if you don't already know. But yeah, without further ado, let's jump into the review. Silas and Naomi, let's just kind of go over just kind of a brief, our favorite and least favorite things about the movies. Let's start with you, Naomi. What was your favorite thing about the movie?
The dress and that stuff.
The costume design, yeah? You know what I mean? Yeah, the costume design was really good. Obviously, this is a pretend, fun world, and supposed to be, it's obviously coming from a cartoon side, and so would you say, like, the world looked really nice, and the dresses and everything was really cool how they portrayed that whole element, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. It was really neat to see how they did a really good job with the world design and all the people and character design, basically, to make everything feel natural, not out of place like it does sometimes with movies like this. You, Silas, what was your favorite part?
Nothing much. Like, nothing.
Really? You don't have a particular one you can point out? It was just okay to you?
Well, I did like the medieval style.
Medieval stuff, yeah, the same thing, kind of the era was set, it was neat. They did a really good job with that, I would agree with you guys. It was a really good job. That's probably where it shined the most, was, first off, all the characters, the actors played really well in the movie. They did very good jobs at portraying the characters they did and bringing these characters to life. The world design was really nice. The whole setting was really, really well done. They even did the magic parts, I think, really tastefully, where a lot of times that gets kind of out of hand. But yeah, that's kind of our favorites. What's some of our least favorite parts? Silas?
It was kind of corny.
Corny, okay, absolutely. Naomi?
I thought it was pretty good.
You thought it was pretty good? Just kind of overall, it's kind of like your favorite part. I mean, it was your least favorite part. So you don't really have anything that gets like, I didn't like this movie. Okay, yeah, it was a little bit corny at times. I would agree with you guys. The movie, obviously, as we said before, is coming from a cartoon format to a live action, so there's going to be some hiccups in there. But they did a good job, I still think. But it was definitely corny at times. The only thing I would say as far as as a not favorite is obviously the movie kind of takes place with some magical elements, which isn't necessarily, I mean, the way they did it's tastefully done, it's not horribly done or anything like that. But I would say that sometimes it does seem almost a little bit dark, but I think they're doing that in some ways to be intentional, to the arcing to the old way this movie was done. I mean, Disney did a good job years ago of portraying good and evil with clear-cut colors. You could see the good and you can see the evil. I think they were trying to get that, but at times certain things came off a little bit intense, which could be for little children, but not really that much. I still think it's a good movie to go see with your kids. So guys, with all that said, we're going to go ahead and say it was a good movie, right? We all agree it was a good time. Definitely want to take your kids to and go see. I think it was a good time. We all enjoyed it. It's not going to knock your socks off, but for a little girl, a little boy going in, it's a great time. Silas, you gave it a
6.
A 6. Naomi, you gave it a
7.
I gave it a 6.8. Judah gave it a 6.5. If you kind of round all those together, mash them up, we'd probably get around a 6.8 or something like that. So we'll go ahead and go with that rating. So it's going to get a 6.8 on our scale. Definitely I recommend go see. Have a good time with it. If you have to wait till DVD, it's not going to kill you. But it's definitely one to go out and make sure you take a watch at. Right, guys?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Absolutely. Well, guys, if you like what we did here, give us a thumbs up and please comment down below. Let us know what you thought about the movie. Is it consistent with this? Are you not going to see it all? You're not even interested in a live action movie. We saw one like recently, like, I don't know, Into the Woods. Oof, it's hard to go back to a Disney movie like this. But if you're interested, let us know in the comments down below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Please, as always, like, share, and subscribe, and we will see you next video. Thank you so much. God bless.